He's here.
We're in Alaska. It is so cold.
Good morning.
Holy moly. About to shred so hard.
There she is.
Yo, this is legit. Middle of nowhere in Alaska. That's insane. Good morning, vlog. So as you guys know, I am on PTO this week, and today I am flying to probably the most random place I've ever gone to. Actually, this is probably one of the most spontaneous things I've ever done. Let's go. Hi guys, I'll miss you. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Yep. After 11 hours of traveling, we finally made it. It's so cold.
We're here. Oh, this has been dry.
It's 2 below right now. It is so cold. It feels like I can't breathe in all the way.
Yeah, no, you can't. It'll make you cough.
How cute.
Hi, hi, hi.
Okay. Good morning.
He's here.
We're in Alaska.
It's 5 below.
It's insane. It's 5 below?
It's 5 below. Sean's gonna experience it. He's gonna sleep outside tonight, he said.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there gonna be a
His
fire?
accommodations, a tent, and a sleeping bag.
That's the true Alaska way.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We're gonna head to breakfast. I'm about to show you the view. Well, so you gotta show them the mountains here.
So these are just like your guys' mountains.
These are our mountains. And this one over here, you'll be able to see it in a second.
Whoa. Wow. You guys just wake up every day
You just wake
and
up
see
every
that.
day and see that.
And there's a plane in there.
There's a plane in there. 2 planes.
And I can fly it
And you can fly it.
by
We'll
myself.
teach you by yourself. Yeah, no license required.
Stay tuned.
After breakfast,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna get ready and we're gonna drive to our ski resort in Girdwood.
Ooh.
We're gonna take Sean skiing.
The Desert Boy skiing.
The desert boy is gonna ski.
Insane. Wow, it feels like I'm in my own car.
There's the sun. It's like you can see the rays.
They're not being charged. Okay, so we just got done having some lunch. It's so freaking insane that I'm just like in Alaska right now. Like, look at that. It's like just like wildly opposite of Las Vegas. Very spontaneous. I booked this ticket like just over a week ago, I think. Just on kind of like a whim. And now I'm just like in another state. I've never been here. And I was kind of invited just to go snowboarding here in Alaska for the experience. Look at this view. So the sun is coming up over those mountains for the first time today, and it's already past noon. So random, man. Like a week ago, I was going to work being a resident doctor, and now I'm just in Alaska. So freaking random.
Yeah, no, I woke up at 5 a.m. like really excited for my coffee.
Wow.
Hello.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Nice. Gosh, how cool.
There she is.
Wow. So this is Megan's store. She started a plant shop.
The red The gingerbread matcha.
You know how to make matcha before you open up the shop?
No, I just learned just for this place.
Wow.
You got a YouTube video in your back pocket, Nina?
We made it. Holy moly. What the heck? Whoa. Oh my goodness.
This is so cool. The velvet room.
This is like bougie Alaska.
Yeah, that was actually properly scary. It was in the middle of the woods, Sean.
Uh-huh. Okay, so we are finally at the ski lodge. I don't know if you guys can tell from all the clips that I put in of this cabin, but it's absolutely massive. It's so insane. I'm kind of realizing I gave you guys no context of this trip. So Megan, who you guys saw earlier, you might remember her from a few vlogs ago. Her and I ran our first half marathon together, and we're running another half marathon next month and our first full marathon in April. So a few weeks ago, she asked if I wanted to join her family on their ski trip this weekend, and going snowboarding in Alaska just sounded like too good to be true. And the timing also just worked out very well because, as you guys know, I'm on PTO this week. So what cooler thing is there to do than to fly to a state I've never been to before with weather that I've never lived in to do something like snowboarding? Like, that just sounds like a fun adventure. So I couldn't help myself. I booked a plane ticket like a week ago and now I'm here. Super spontaneous, absolutely insane, but honestly, that's kind of what life's about. And residency gets really redundant really fast. Like, I'm only 6 months in, but I was already starting to crave some sort of like change of pace, some sort of new adventure. And flying from Las Vegas to Alaska just sounded like the perfect adventure for, you know, the halfway mark of my first year of residency. Anyway, the plan for tonight is just to relax here in this cabin. We'll have some pizza, we'll play some video games, try to get a good night's sleep, and then tomorrow we're gonna hit the slopes.
Good morning.
What are we doing?
We are going to breakfast.
How cold is it?
It's about 10 degrees out today. It's gonna be a chilly ski day, but
I'm not built
you'll
for
get
this.
the ultimate Alaskan experience. I can't believe they don't just
Can I do a latte with oat milk? Just slip
I
on.
almost just fell. It's slick out here.
Why is that like the size of your face?
Because my boots are really comfy.
They're super outdoorsy. We're gonna go straight to the Sitzmark. It's the place we're gonna be at lunch, and then we're gonna go straight and drop you off the back of the mountain.
Sick. All right, we are on our first ski lift of the day. About to shred so hard or fall on my face. We'll see. Look at that view. Holy moly. I can't believe this view right here. Daniel also filming. So Daniel also makes content. What kind of content do you make?
It's not fun to watch, man. It's business content.
But
It's make money online, how to market companies, the boring stuff. Definitely don't watch it.
so good.
Yeah.
To take the boots off, that's the best feeling. Yo, this is legit. So Daniel is a pilot, amongst many things apparently. And this is his plane that he just has in there next to his house.
Just in the front yard.
Just in the front yard.
All
Let's
right.
do this.
Let's do it.
Are we just like out in the wilderness?
Yeah, it's just like wherever. If there's like enough ground, if I got like 200 feet to land, I can land and take off. We've been flying for like 6 minutes, 6-minute flight time, and you're in the middle of nowhere.
All right, let me get out of this thing.
Yeah. Nice.
Out in the middle of nowhere in Alaska.
Middle of nowhere.
That's insane. Plane's just there. And look. Just nothing for miles.
Oil temperature looks good, and then you're taking off on this one actually. Yeah, you'll just, I mean, it's just you put the throttle in, and then you just yank back on the yoke. It's technically a stick, but yeah.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
No, it'll be easy. If we make the vlog, if you guys are seeing this, he obviously made it back home, so
Yeah.
you'll know he makes it.
Yeah, if you don't see this vlog, that means I didn't make it. But you'll never know that I just said that.
Yep.
All right, let's do it. I'll take off. Well, I'll sit in the back and I'll push something and pull something and then we'll get in the sky, but.
Yep.
So sick, dude. Appreciate it, man.
Week during the summer where it's easy and
Dude, look at this. He's just pushing a plane. That was sick, man. Yeah, thank you for letting me do that. All right, time to fly back to Las Vegas. All right, what's up, guys? As you guys can see, I am back in Las Vegas. We're in the scrubs because I'm back to work. I actually got back from Alaska a few days ago. I had to go straight to work the very next morning, so I haven't vlogged this week because I figured I got enough footage while I was over in Alaska. I basically flew back and had to go straight back to work the very next morning, so that was exhausting. I'm still catching up on chores and sleep. Even though it's been a few days, I've still kind of just been a little busy, so I don't necessarily feel rested, but I do feel rejuvenated, if that makes sense. Also, if I titled this vlog something a little clickbaity, like, I don't know, like, I left residency and went to Alaska, don't hate me. Please don't hate me, guys. I just, you know, you gotta have the clickbaity titles. YouTube relies on that. You gotta get the clicks. But I mean, technically I did leave residency to go to Alaska. I came back. I only left for like a few days, like it was like a week, but like I did leave, like I left where I'm doing residency, so kind of counts. I'm sorry, guys. That's the YouTube game. You got to do it. But in all seriousness, I did have a really good trip. It was so refreshing. For those of you guys who have been following these vlogs over the last month and a half, you know, it's been like a pretty like stressful few weeks. In November, I started my very first ICU rotation as a resident. which was very time intensive. It was very draining emotionally, physically, mentally. During that, I studied for step 3, and then a week after that rotation ended, I took step 3 on December 20th and 21st. At that point, I was definitely feeling the burnout. It took me a few days to really kind of get back into the mindset of not having to be on this like grind and, you know, always studying. I felt like weird for the first few days, like just being able to like have all this extra free time, relax, going to the gym. It felt wrong. And I know a lot of you guys who are students probably know what that feels like when you've been studying like really hard for something, whether it's for an exam or like I don't know, classes, MCAT, whatever, and then you like all of a sudden don't have to study for it anymore. You kind of have that like kind of not anxiety, but just that like feeling that you're supposed to be like doing more, like studying more, and then, you know, kind of like guilt about having all this free time. I kind of felt like that for a few days after finishing my boards, because I was basically going from working and studying like a total of like 100 hours a week down to like not really having to. And yeah, that was a weird adjustment to make, but it felt very, very nice. I kind of just relaxed through the holidays, and then the decision to go to Alaska was kind of random. Like, I was invited, you know, by the Graham family, you know, weeks ago. But since I was studying for my boards and I was in a busy rotation, I just wasn't thinking ahead. I, you know, wasn't thinking about more than just like the next day, right? So I didn't book anything. I didn't, you know, get a plane ticket. And so I essentially booked my plane ticket like a few days before I flew out there. Just so random. I think it's because after everything calmed down and I was able to just start relaxing and just wanted to spend my free time having fun and distract myself from, you know, thinking about how I did on my board exam, I just decided, you know what better way than to just completely step out of my comfort zone, go to a state that I've never been to before with weather that I've never lived in before, and just have a fun new experience. And that was definitely the move. Even though it was a very expensive last minute plane ticket, it was totally worth it. I love having those moments where I feel like I'm doing something completely different. I think that the kind of person I am, when I'm doing the same thing for too long, like being in the hospital day after day, week after week, month after month, I start to crave some sort of change of pace. And that usually is in the form of doing something completely different with my days, being in a completely different place with completely different people. Like, there was a point that I was in a bush plane flying over the snowy forests of Alaska, right? Like, that was wild. That was so random, so different than what I do right now, like what I did today, which was like go to clinic, right? So random. And I love that. It was so much fun. And I think that's really what life is all about. I think people think that once you're in residency, then your life is really just set to be doing this same thing day after day, and that you don't have the time or ability to do other fun things. But that's never been what my mentality about residency or medical school or just life has been in general. I acknowledge that there are going to be moments and stretches of time that you have to lock in and you need to just grind it out. But when you don't need to, I think that you should be enjoying your time to the fullest and just having as much fun as possible and having as many new experiences as possible, because that's what develops you as a person. And I'm that kind of person. I just crave that. I'm still craving it. As you guys know, I have more fun things coming up that I'm excited for this year. And I think going to Alaska was just the right way to start the year off, to put me in that mindset that like, this is the kind of thing you need to prioritize and you need to make sure that you're doing throughout your training. So yeah, it was really awesome. Like, I just can't believe 1 second I'm snowboarding in the mountains, flying around in a plane, and then all of a sudden, you know, 24 hours later, I'm back in Vegas in the clinic with a stethoscope around my neck and a badge that says physician. Like, you know, I like doing things that make me like forget that I'm a doctor, right? Like, that's like the point of doing other fun stuff, because medicine's not everything. Your career isn't everything. There's so much to life. And, you know, if you're going to spend money on anything, I think new fun experiences and adventures is the most bang for your buck. Anyway, that's the message of this vlog. Work hard, play harder, do fun things. That's really all we're here on this earth to do, right? Anyway, that's about it. I'm here at the hospital for didactics, and this week I'll finish up this ambulatory rotation. Next week we'll start a new one, and the vlogs will be kind of more back to normal. Also, I did get my step 3 score, so I will share that with you guys in the next vlog. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Huge shout out to the Graham family for hosting me this past week. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, enough yapping. I will see you guys in the next one.